Hey guys, so I tell like it is. If you haven't been paying attention to the news, Bruce Arians, the Arizona Cardinals head coach, released a new book called The Quarterback Whisperer, which details his accounts with Peyton Manning, Ben Roethlisberger, probably Tim Couch in Cleveland, 2003, the year that they reached the playoffs, and Carson Palmer, and Andrew Luck during his time in Indianapolis. The Cardinals have been in the news on the low end this offseason, unlike the Dallas Cowboys, and the New England Patriots are always going to draw in headlines. But Bruce Arians is going to be a really big tribute for this upcoming season. I already made my prediction for the Super Bowl, and the clues just keep on adding up. The Chicago Cubs ended a 71-year Billy Goat drought in 2016, and in 2018 the Cardinals can end a 71-year championship drought. And it's interesting to note that the Arizona Cardinals used to play in Chicago. They were the first football team in Chicago. They can end a 71-year championship drought. The Cardinals, of course, start with a C like the Cubs do. It is interesting to note that quarterback whisperer in gematria equals 103. Steelers equals 103. The team that I'm predicting the Cardinals to beat in the Super Bowl in revenge fashion. Also, Billy Goat in gematria equals 103. Interesting enough. All these equaling the same value as Billy Goat. This book still holds as a really significant tribute. And the Arizona Cardinals have a red logo. The cardinal birds also represents the Pope's ordained bishops, the College of Cardinals. And yes, the Pope's College of Cardinals also wear red. The book, The Quarterback Whisperer, How to Build an Elite NFL Quarterback, was released on July the 11th. Now that's interesting because Larry Fitzgerald's number is number 11. This book was being released on the 11th day of the 7th month. The Steelers playing for their 7th Super Bowl title. The book being released on this date, July the 11th of the year 17, holds as a really significant tribute. After all, it adds up to 35. Catholic equals 35. Bidwell equals 35. Cardinal equals 35. The Super Bowl is being played on the 35th day of the year, February the 4th. When you add 31, Arizona, the 48th state to be admitted to the Union, the 48th modern day Super Bowl held at Minneapolis, the hometown of Larry Fitzgerald, like I've said this whole time. Not only does it have a date numerology of 35, but when you do it the long way, Bruce Arians' book, The Quarterback Whisperer, was released on a date numerology of 55. Now, 55 is a super significant date numerology because, after all, the site of the Super Bowl, Minneapolis, in Pythagorean gematria equals 55. And Bruce Arians' book released on a date numerology of 55. The fact that Quarterback Whisperer and Billy Goat and Steelers both share the same value, it is really significant. I do not have a tab for the Pope. Pope Francis is going to turn 81 years old in December. He'll be 81 years old during this Super Bowl. Remember, the Jesuit Bowl in gematria equals 52. It's going to be a tribute to the Pope. Pope equals 52 as well. But interesting enough, Pittsburgh Steelers, Cardinals, and I call Bruce Arians' team Arianzona. I call the Cardinals Arianzona. Arianzona Cardinals also equals 81. So you know this book is going to be significant foreshadowing for the outcome of this upcoming season. It is all done by the same gang. Don't kid yourselves. The last good year for the Cardinals occurred during the 96 NFL season. It is all done by this gang of Freemasons, all by the numbers. The Pittsburgh Steelers, the Arians own the Cardinals, and Freemason all equal 96. Bruce Arians' birthday is on October the 3rd. And it is interesting to note that the amount of time between July the 11th and October the 3rd is a time span of 84 days. Now, I've said all along, Arizona equals 52, Super Bowl 52 equals 84. The Jesuit tribute for them, the Catholic tribute, the Catholic Church and Jesuit both equal 84. 84 days from the book being released July the 11th to Bruce Arians' birthday. And that cannot be a coincidence. When you include the end day, it would be 2 months and 23 days. 223 is also a special number to the gang. 223. The Synagogue of Satan equals 223. Synagogue of Satan equals 64. And Bruce Arians is right now 64 years old. But I've seen a lot of 65 in my research. And I believe that Lord Jesus Christ equals 65. And Bruce Arians is going to turn 65 years old October the 3rd. Also a date with Billy Goat. Billy Goat coding when you combine the 10 and the 3 in October and the third day of the month. Lord Jesus Christ equaling 65. You think about Jesus and Larry. It just makes sense that in the year of the Jesuit Bowl that the Cardinals have to be the team to go win this game. It is all symbolic with the Pope and the College of Cardinals. Now, there was a time span of 157 days from the Super Bowl to July the 11th. The death of Prince equals 157. I made a whole video on
Hello guys, so I tell like it is.
the death of Prince and how it was going to be a key championship tribute about a year or so later. And Dennis Green, Larry Fitzgerald's first head coach, also died right before the opening of Super Bowl 52. Their deaths are all tributes for the Super Bowl at the Vikings' new stadium. The stadium is shaped like the cardinal feathers. If you notice in the Minnesota Vikings stadium, birds were flying towards the stadium and they were dying in record numbers. Well, they're just telling you that is their scripted foreshadowing that it is the Cardinals, the Redbirds, that are destined to go towards Minneapolis. And this 5 months and 7 days combines to form a 57, the amount of time from the Super Bowl till the 1-year anniversary of Larry Fitzgerald's book being released. 57 is a really significant number because 57 equals 131. Super Bowl and championship all equal 131. This is why the 5 months, 7 days from the Super Bowl to the 1-year anniversary of the book being released is going to be super significant. I talked about why Bruce Arians' birthday was going to be really significant. The last thing I want to do is see how much time there is between his birthday to the day of the Super Bowl in 2018, because this could give us another clue. 4 months and 1 day, 41, a really special number because Super Bowl 41 was the last time that a team that started with C won the Super Bowl. My monitor froze for a second. That's all I got anyways. You just saw the screen freeze, not responding. This always happens to me. But I did give you all the information I needed to say. Bruce Arians, the quarterback whisperer, released key tribute for Arizona ending the Billy Goat ending their 71-year title drought, and to carry out a scripted Billy Goat Chicago tribute to the team originally from Chicago, the Arizona Cardinals.